Like that. Yeah. Click this button to share your browser to the desktop. Oh, we can share the desktop from here. Hi. You see that?
No. What does that mean?
That means that if we wanted to, we could share our screen and show plans and all kind of stuff.
Oh. We could show the house.
Wow.
Yes.
Hello. Would have been watching you for when you first broke ground on that house. Oh, happy birthday. Lots of people telling Miss Beela good happy birthday. She's 29.
I wish. I do wish. Mm-hmm.
We can give a few minutes for people to log on.
Can you all hear us?
Yeah, can everybody hear us good? This is the first time using this laptop. I bought a new laptop from Framework to do editing on. Happy birthday, better half. That's the truth.
What
are you doing over there?
Oh. I was trying to go on the live from my phone.
Oh, is it playing a commercial?
Yeah, it's totally playing a commercial. Oh, loud and clear. Yay.
Yeah, so we're doing this from the farm. Once we get internet out at the house build, we'll do some more stuff out there. But
yeah,
I didn't want it to be too jumpy and everything with lacking. So y'all see the big news today? See Biden decided to announce to drop out. Y'all know why, don't you? Because he heard that we were doing our live and he wanted to spoil it and put his news out there first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
That's what happened.
Competition is strong.
Yeah. Mrs. Beela good for president.
I don't know if the world could handle me. I don't know if I could handle the world.
That's true. Well, apparently Secret Service detail couldn't protect you. So.
I know. At least I would have like a decorative little piece on my ear. I'd put like I would make it pink.
Like Gucci.
Yeah.
A Gucci one.
Just pink. I just want something pink on it.
Shuttle service to take you around the house. Yeah, it's going to be like in, God, what was that? Silver Spoons. The guy had the little train that went all around the house. And then they had that episode where the electrician showed up on the train. He had been stuck in the house for like however many years.
Now we're showing our age, though, by talking about Silver Spoons.
Oh, dazzle your earpiece, yeah. The entire property actually will have internet. There's a company, oh man, what's the name of it? There's a piece we can use to cover like 20, 30 acres at a time. It's not super fast. Wouldn't it be great for streaming? I've actually got that already, but it's good for like if you're farming and you're using, a lot of people are using different technology to run the big farms now, and they've got a piece that lets you have internet over the whole property. And I tried it out for a little bit. Let's Dig was with me earlier. I almost put the short out first, but I won't put it out till tomorrow. And we went and looked at a potential other project, and I didn't film it. I just filmed a couple shorts. I let him film it because when we're doing the same thing, it's to be a little much if we're all doing, if we have different perspectives of it, it's fine. But we're just walking around.
Happy birthday, Brandon, my fellow Cancer.
Nice.
My birthday is actually tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's always a Duck Mafia production.
My birthday is actually tomorrow, but I'm actually going to work on my birthday.
Yeah, and today's my mom's birthday.
Yeah. So. And yesterday was Liz, the crazy sister-in-law's birthday. So yeah.
Let's Dig left about an hour ago. So like I said, we went and looked. It was an 82-acre potential project. So we walked all around that, checked it out. But he couldn't stick around. He
said, I'm surprised your stepson, yeah. Let's Dig 18 there with you.
Flower in your hair.
29th birthday. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I wish. I don't know, to be 29 again. Whew.
Nah. 30s would be all right, though.
I don't even think I was living in North Carolina when I was 29.
No,
I don't think so.
Maybe right at it was close.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like no. It was after my 30th birthday when I moved to North Carolina. Yeah. Yep.
I've been here since I was 4. So.
Yeah.
Born in Atlanta, though.
All the same.
July.
The South.
Yeah, it's the South there.
Are you
No,
guys July?
they didn't let us bring the side by side out there to go check it out. We had to walk. It was so pathetic. It was hot. You'll see. Chris got some good video. I flew the drone. I gave Chris my drone footage, so he'll have that in the
I'm
video.
laughing from Brian D's.
Oh, heck of allowance, yeah. Nah.
Oh God.
Oh, all right. You, those of you that saw the community post, ask some good questions and all that. So we're just, I mean, we've done some lives, but it's usually like 4th of July or New Year's, that kind of stuff. So just thought we'd try that out and see how'd I meet a Jersey girl. That's a long story. We thought we just this will be real laid back and just kind of see how it goes. And then I'd like to do them like once a month or something.
Norway's on my list.
Yeah, Norway. She has Norwegian ties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my father. I still have a lot of family in Norway. Believe it or not. Mm-hmm.
I've been to Finland. I didn't make it to Norway.
Yeah, I'm excited to do Norway. I definitely want to see the Northern Lights. We tried to do that when we were in Iceland last year. It was pure rain. Yeah, we got to see nothing.
Yeah, we got to have a fun roller coaster of a ride on the plane.
Oh gosh, yeah, but it was amazing. Iceland Air we flew, and they were outstanding. I mean, they did a great job overall.
Well, that's a good question about the driveway. So they make us put the mailboxes at the front of the road, and that's done a lot in the country. Like if you have a private road, it's you put all the mailboxes out, so there'll be mailboxes to the right as you come up to the gate, and when you come home, you'll have to get your mail there. You have to drive your little side by side up and get it or whatever. But yeah, they don't run around and go to all the houses. Oh, we got hi from Russia. Our Russian Jew is on. Hey, Allah.
Allah.
Big love from here, Southwest England.
Do we still need help on the mansion? Absolutely. You want to come out and help?
Yeah, we need all the help we can get.
Come on out.
Updates on that. So, we poured all the concrete, all that. And next step is to do all the waterproofing. So we got to go around. We're doing a spray. It's from Trimco, who owns Nudura, and it's called Tough and Dry, I think. So we're going to spray that. We're going to do a little, can't remember what's called. It's like a rain track thing. It's more drainage. So in the rain, we've been seeing that what we put in with the footing system has been draining, but we're going to do more just because it's covers so much space. And then we'll backfill. Excuse me. And then Chris will backfill. And then we're going to start on the next floor, on the next walls, because trying to get out there and work on ladders all around it, doing the next floor. We can stack it from inside too, but there's so much strapping and different stuff you have to do that we're going to go ahead and backfill first. That way we'll be able to walk around the property. We'll be able to walk around the house, which is like walking around the property. We'll be able to walk around the house and and do that work. So a tech guy from Nudura came out and checked out what we had done, and he was thought we had done a pretty good job. So
I thought it was touch screen.
No, it's not.
I'm used to my work laptop. It's a touch screen, so I go to touch the screen to look at some questions and comments and stuff.
What do you do from workers?
Well, she went down here and then said for work.
Oh, for work.
For work.
Yeah, that was one of the questions we got. Where was that? So I used to, for years and years, my job was always home automation systems, commercial automation systems, stuff like that. So when I started back in 99, 2000, around there, I worked for a couple of companies in the area. And then eBay was getting, I guess it was started in the 90s, but eBay was really getting going good. So I sold on eBay automation systems, and then people wanted to hire me to put it in. So I started flying all around. So I did a lot of projects in California, New York, Texas, all up and down the East Coast. Did a bunch in Canada. And I partnered with some people in Ireland and London and Germany, France, and China. So did a lot of big projects in South Africa. So there was a lot of really not X10. No, it was Crestron. Yeah, I watched Jesse Muller, and there was so I just went around everywhere because it was super expensive then. I mean, it's still costly if you want to do a lot of stuff, but it was really expensive at that time. So I kind of went around and worked on the top 5% or whatever, and met a lot of good contacts, which is what's helped me the most, honestly. Is it's all about you hear about that. It's the people you meet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Contacts, having good contacts, all that kind of stuff. So even though I'm a little small fish, I know a lot of really, really, really big fish. So like, some people I can contact and help with just ideas and seeing how people do things.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and for me, yeah. I'm a project manager for a financial company here in North Carolina. So I've been in the finance industry for about the last 20 plus years, doing multiple different roles, but majority of my time is being a facilitator or like a training facilitator for financial companies or project management. So for the last 10 years, I've been a project manager.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Not the Long Branch in Raleigh. So I grew up in a town called Burlington. I don't know if anybody will know where that's at, but so between Greensboro and Raleigh. So my mom's family was all from out here and there. So that's where I grew up.
Multiple people are having wedding anniversaries, I see. So Jeanette, so tomorrow's my actual birthday. So Jeanette is celebrating 46 years. Happy anniversary. Ooh. I think I saw someone, wasn't it Vicky? Was it Vicky who made a comment on our Facebook page? Yeah. So happy anniversary, Vicky, today.
Yeah. So now I do YouTube and land development. So the land development came just from kind of being out here and meeting Chris. I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't have done a lot of stuff if I hadn't met Chris,
Yeah.
And just getting into doing things, and it's been fun. Appreciate that. Let's see, technology. Let's see here.
So many people from all over the world. I love that.
Yeah. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people ask why we didn't pour the basement floor before building the second floor. Number one question I got, and I purposely did not answer it until we were doing this or a live or something. So we want to get, one of the big advantages of doing the floor system we did is it's all self-supporting. So we can build the next floor and the roof and everything and not even put interior walls in yet. So, if somebody wanted to change something, if somebody wanted to change something, we'd have time, we could still move it around. So the steel beams you see and the floor joist, all that is like I said, is self-supporting for the structure. But we do want to kind of hurry up and get under roof so we're out of the weather and all that. And a lot of stuff goes into that slab in the basement. We're doing radiant heat. So we would have had to put all the plumbing in, the radiant heat in, any conduit going between it, and then and rebar and pour the floor. And we were thinking some areas we might do stamped concrete. We're kind of on the fence on how that's all going to work. So we decided instead of spending the, however much time that was going to take, we just go ahead and go with the next floor. So the guy, not the one that was out here when we poured the walls, but the Santiago, the guy that's usually been out here, will be back, and he guarantees me he's going to be able to run the boom in through the big windows and stuff and pour the whole basement floor. So we'll see. If not, we'll be using
Cotton from Western North. Yeah, but he's from Western North Carolina, or I don't know if I'm
Western North Carolina. So that's while we're doing that. So we will pour. I live next to Elon. I did not. The only college I've done is some stuff with the military, but where was it? Oh, so we're actually going to stack the walls and pour the second floor walls and still not have poured the walls. And then we're going to build the roof and then we're gonna work on all the floors and stuff. So
Someone's calling you a boomer.
boomer.
I'm still trying to understand some of the lingo.
Someone had asked me how we met.
Let's Dig.
Let's Dig, and
Yeah.
a lot of people have asked me that. So when we were looking at this property in 2020.
Yeah, it was during the pandemic.
Yeah, but was it? It was
because we didn't close on it.
We closed in 2021. Yeah,
Yeah.
so in 2020 we're looking at the property, and I was watching a lot of YouTube and getting ideas on who could build a pond. We knew we wanted a pond. You know, you see things have changed obviously as we go along, but we knew we wanted a pond. We wanted cows, which I haven't gotten yet, but it's coming. And the chickens and the ducks and everything. So I was watching videos on who's building ponds, and I saw the video where Chris and John built the 10-acre pond. And I was like, man, that's pretty cool. And I got contact info, and I emailed them and was like, hey, we're looking at this property. I'm trying to find somebody in the area that could build a pond. Do you know anybody? And he's like, what's the address? I sent it to him. He's like, well, that's 4 miles away. So that's how I met Chris, is because I needed a project done, and it turns out he's our neighbor. I mean, if you drive by road, it takes like 5 minutes to get to his house. If you cut through the woods, it's short. But yeah, so that's how we met Chris, and he came over, and I've got video of it somewhere.
We do, and he has video too of you all just like walking through the ginormous.
That was a mess. So we went and we walked the whole thing, and
and he realized just how awesome we are, and he's like, I need to be friends with these people because they're really good.
Yeah, I think I really annoyed him to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh, Calgary. Yeah, that's where I did a ton of work in Calgary. Always ended up there in August, right during the rodeo. The only time I went up there was in January for some dumb reason. And I pre-wired a house in January. It was awful. So, why was your pond bright green when it started to fill up? I probably I know what it was. I got tired of looking at the mud. So I threw dye packets in it. And instead of turning blue, it turned green. So, Chris doesn't have a theater. He needs a theater.
I know.
I did his.
But he's not home. He's working all the time. For him to truly enjoy it, he works day and night all the time.
I did his surveillance system because if people try to approach his house and kidnap him, we'll have it on video. Maybe all the rain in the beginning. It might have been complete. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all the smart home stuff. So the doors, we'll get into that a whole lot since that's my background. But all the doors will not have, when you walk up, they'll have handles, but you won't see any locks. They're all European, so it's all European windows and doors, and the locking mechanism is all controlled from your phone and from the control system we're going to do and everything. So it'll lock all the doors or unlock doors, whatever you need to do. But the cool thing about it is, so it, instead of locking, like if you lock a normal door right now, you get one deadbolt. This locks like it's like 10 bolts. So all the doors. It's pretty cool.
Oh, Cotton just asked about what North Carolina beach do you?
So we did. I did a lot of work in Wilmington.
Mm-hmm. I like Wilmington and Carolina Beach.
In Carolina Beach, yeah. So both of those.
I'll be honest. For me, though, I mean, he obviously has been to a lot more beaches than myself.
You were peeing doors.
So I have
slang,
peeing doors.
European.
So I have not really been to many beaches down here. Yeah, because I'm a Jersey girl, so I'm a little biased. Like I like boardwalks, I like to like have fun activity. I can't just sit at a beach and that's it. I need like activities.
We got an Ocean City
doing stuff. Yeah,
I love Ocean City. My brother-in-law's
Maryland.
family has had a place forever on Ocean City, and so we went up there, and that was nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fixing the driveway. Yeah. Yes, can y'all cook real good. Jackie is a great cook.
I'm okay.
I don't cook anything except for steaks.
Grilling.
Yeah, I grill out, and then
Mhm.
there's a spaghetti that I make that she doesn't like. She makes her own sauce. Like we can't
Yeah.
have anything out of the can or jar. It's all homemade and everything. So.
Yeah, he
I tried.
loves, well, and the other thing is, and I don't know if it's a Southern thing, so let me know. Like, he puts mustard in the sauce.
My mom always did. So there you go. Mustard, and I do like a Prego sauce, and then add like mustard.
Yeah, you do.
Mustard and
you like that Prego Italian sausage sauce, and then he puts mustard in it
and
ground beef
and black pepper.
Oh, sorry, black pepper. It's the mustard. The mustard's weird to me, like Madeline.
It's yummy. John, we've sold everything except for lot 4 is our albatross. So it was one of the first lots to go on the market, to go under contract, and then the people backed out and said, because they decided they wanted something with bigger trees, and then it went on the market and it went back under contract. A lady loved it, and her husband did not want to move, so I should have known it was going to be trouble. And they backed out the day before closing. They lost a chunk of money. They backed out the day before closing, and because he was looking for any excuse not to go. So we took it off the market. I've actually got somebody that contacted me yesterday that wants to buy it. But yeah, everything else sold, including the 21 acres that we had the little pond on it. So, we figured it was going to probably sit for a while, but the people that bought lot 2 next to it bought the 21 acres too. So we're pretty much done with that. Restrict what you can build. Yeah, but we set the restrictions on every development we do. So, and I usually try to make it pretty basic, it's like a 1-page restrictions. It's not a lot, but it depends on the area. Like the lots back here, we made it 3,200.
Yeah.
So the 2 we sold with us, we made a 3,200 square foot minimum, but the ones down the street are like 1,800.
Yeah.
Where's Dog's laying on the floor.
Oh yeah. I was thinking Larry. I was like Harold's. I know the Harold's in Manhattan. I don't know if I know the one in New Jersey, and I'm from Jersey.
No bueno on the mustard. Yeah, like I said, my mom always did it, so it just added a little bit of zing to it.
Oh, the New York deli Harold's. Is that the one you're talking about, Larry?
Spoon of peanut butter. Interesting.
Spoon of peanut butter and tomato. Oh.
What is it you put peanut butter in? There's something. Isn't there some sort of pork chops or something you did that had peanut butter? Or that sounds familiar.
I think I did not a pork chop. I think I did a chicken with peanut butter and like honey and something like that.
Y'all wonder why I'm fat.
Liz is doing great, Jammer. Yeah, she is not here right now, but she dog sits for a couple of people. So she's dog sitting for someone who's on an African safari right now for a few weeks. So she's dog sitting, but she's doing really, really good. I've been spending the weekend with her because her birthday was yesterday. We are 10 years and 2 days apart in our birthdays. So we always celebrate together. Ramsey. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. John is from Ramsey, New Jersey.
I don't know where any.
I know you don't, but for me, I know.
Yes, that's for you. The only thing I've done with New Jersey is I did a project in Tenafly.
Tenafly. Yeah.
So that's all I know.
Chicken thighs with raspberries. Oh, Vicky, that sounds interesting. On the invasive critters in the pond. Did they meet their maker yet?
Well, when the little pond will get lower and lower, it always does during the summer. And when it gets, which I don't know with the rain we're going to have this week, there's going to be a ton of rain again. But if it does get lower, then I'm going to get out there and do some cleanup. We've got a huge, huge snapping turtle in there. and it's snapped one of the ducts. So not good. We'll have to do something like that at some point.
No,
Swamp mustard.
No, Gavin, the house is starting to look bigger. I'm a very visual person. So like without it being like closed in and boxed off and everything, to me, it just looks small because I'm so visual and it drives him insane. But I've got to like see it. You know, I'm not one where someone will be like, hey, how do you think my hair would look if I go blonde? It's very hard for me to imagine that. I can flow chart a project, no problem. I can't. I could do a forecast, no problem. I just can't visually see stuff. I don't know what it is.
Drone shots for time lapse here.
Turtle soup.
Yeah.
We need to do some turtle soup. That other one, oh God.
We got a lot of turtles. A lot.
Yeah.
But we've got the 2 muskrats. So we have to do something with that deal.
Rich Parks is asking me. Yeah, I'm from Jersey, born and raised. And my parents are both my parents have passed on, but they were born and raised in Staten Island. So that's where I get some of the words and stuff when I say things. But
I can't understand anything.
Yeah.
Gotta talk like me so I can understand you.
I know, right? But yeah, so born and raised in New Jersey. I moved down here about 15 years ago. Which
e-bike do you think is the best? My favorite one is the mountain bike we've got. It's it was an Envy, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, that thing's fast and it's rugged. It's big.
I like my little scooter. Yeah,
she loves the scooter. We've actually got another scooter that from Hospo that we're supposed to show off. Oh, how did we meet? Miss Beelygood stalked me.
We actually had a mutual friend as well. So, and then we got connected. I had an old, what year was it? A 71 Chevelle.
Yeah.
And he was also in the muscle car business at one point as well. So we kind of connected for multiple different reasons.
Yeah.
And then I reeled him in.
She reeled me in. So.
Yeah, I stalked him. I was like, yeah, what's your problem? Why don't you want to go out?
She knew how to talk to me. Right. So.
Yeah. I'm just very forward and honest. Since I don't know, might be my Yankee ways. I don't know. I don't like to waste time.
Epic love story. That's right. They'll be making a movie soon. Don't you worry.
But I will say the mutual friend that we had said he's perfect for you. Like you guys are perfect for each other. You'd be crazy, to pass him up.
The best $100 I ever spent was paying her off. Paying your friend, the mutual friend off.
Yeah, yeah. But she had known your family for a super long time. Yeah.
For a long time.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Working with the content. We're trying it. Oh, what is that? Jay-Zion. Yeah, we've got the one Jay-Zion, and it was solid. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Programming mod. I haven't looked at any of that. Yeah, I think once we get further along, our plan was always to do events here and stuff like that. I still have a lot of contacts in the commercial world too. We used to do all the sports arenas too. So everything sports related with UNC here, we pretty much did every building. And then the guy that took over for me after I left continues to do that. And he picked up doing Duke. We did some stuff at NC State. So in the Hurricanes, the did a lot with the hockey team. So it's it's always been good. I'm just gonna skip that. I just skip the ads for y'all, so you don't have to have ads pop up in 50 seconds.
Oh, New Zealand. Oh gosh.
Yeah, New Zealand's we were trying to get down there. That's actually we talked about a couple of years ago, and
God, I would love to do New Zealand. Yeah. Dave, I'm so excited. I know about Wawa. Like, I am for real excited.
They're building a Wawa 20 minutes from us.
I will go there for real.
I thought that Miss Beelygood was going to ask me to sell everything and move.
I'm literally going to drive there. I don't have a problem. I'm sorry. They have the best tuna subs ever. That's my go-to at Wawa.
So.
Analyze. So Kevin said, analyze your birth dates,
Tractor beams.
and they are all on days that end with a Y. I was like, it took me a second.
Hey Penny, no, I sold out a while ago, and then I still did some select clients, certain clients of ours. I still did their work for a while, and now I'm pretty much out of everything, which I'm happy about, to be honest with you. I mean, I like doing it for my own stuff, but you know, when you get calls on the weekends that my TV doesn't work, I mean, it's just like, what am I doing? You start questioning your life choices. So yeah, I'm kind of glad to be out of it, but it was good. It was a niche for a long time, and that world has changed so much now that you know.
Yeah. So what keeps us up late at night on the build? What doesn't?
Yeah. I've actually, except for when crazy things are happening, I've gotten where I sleep pretty good, which has come a long way for me, because I used to not sleep good at all. But before pour day, like that week before the pour was horrible. I didn't get any sleep. Stuff like that. But I mean, so I usually sleep pretty good, but I wake up thinking about it right away, and it's like, okay, I know I'm on this too much, but just thinking about how things are going to come together, and you know, and it's always been a problem of mine, and it's not going to change. This is who I am. But like, I like building projects, and then when the project's done, I'm kind of over it. You know, like I like the building part and the figuring it out part, but then trying to use it, I'm always seeing everything that's still not right. So I assume that's still going to be it, which is, I'm going to try and be a little better, but you know.
Yeah. He does it a lot, even in the current house, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean,
so it's hard to just relax. It really is.
I'm trying to think, for me, does anything, not right now, nothing keeps me up, because the construction, like the build of it for me. So I don't think about anything. I'm just like him. When it gets more complete, I feel like what will keep me up is just, you know, making it look beautiful inside, you know,
figuring that part out.
Yeah. Cause I've started looking at furniture and stuff just to see, but it's so hard for me, because again, I'm so visual. But you know, picking colors, how are we going to do the floors, like what the floors are going to look like? Are we going to do stamped concrete, or are we going to actually put like tile or true hardwood down, stuff like that? Like, that's the stuff I think about.
Between the house and the pool. Between the house and the pool is going to be travertine. We're almost 100% on that. I should have brought the sample in. It's like a silverish looking travertine, but like, that's a great example. So you think house, pool, it's not that far, put some pavers down, but you know, we got to think about drainage and where all the water is going to go when it rains, and making sure we don't close all that up, you know, that we have places to put everything.
Yeah. I do stress about like keeping the home clean.
Oh no, it still pumps water. The water pump next to the pool, the water table is definitely, it's not super high, but I mean, we built lower than the ponds. I mean, you know, can't blame anybody but ourselves. But I did change the pump. I changed to a 0.5 horsepower cast iron pump, and it doesn't run long. I mean, it pumps it out, but the highest it gets, the water table is about equal with the bottom step in the lower pool, so it's not too bad.
I will tell you, I absolutely hate carpet, so there will be no carpet in the home.
Yeah,
I loathe carpet.
Yeah, won't be any carpet.
Yeah. It's just awful. Like if something, I like the fact, you know, that, it's plushy and everything, but yeah, I don't know why.
Room.
Oh, Chris's room. He can have the theater.
Yeah. We're doing radiant everywhere.
Yeah.
And, you know, it might be a tile. It's going to be a hard surface, and it doesn't really matter what the surface is, because she walks around in these fluffy pillow. Oh, she probably got it on. Yeah, there you go.
These.
Yeah, so she doesn't care. She's not in bare feet.
I love these. I get these off Amazon. Where's the camera? It's
Weewa.
Weewa. WEWEYA. Love these. It's like clouds walking on.
Somebody had asked about. No, I don't really install anymore, but I do have a really good contact that you'll see out here. So shoot me a message, PM, I'll hook you up. But yeah, we've got people that do that. Shaggy carpet. Did love shaggy carpet back in the day.
I had red shaggy
green.
carpet in the house I grew up in. Oh
I
my
had greens. I did like, yeah, throw rugs. That's true. Trimco for liquid waterproofing, dimple board. Yeah, Steve. So it's the tough and dry stuff. That's all arriving this week for the waterproofing. So I've got the delay in doing it is the spray, because we're not going to roll it on. We're doing the spray gun, and so I've got to get with the guys about getting that here.
Mm-hmm.
So any equipment of your own for the other projects? I've got a lot of equipment of my own. So like everything you see, oh, I see. You're talking about like big machinery. Probably not, because believe it or not, Chris is actually extremely fair on his pricing. Like, it would be extremely difficult for me to, I mean, if I just had a project I wanted to do and it didn't matter at all how long it took and how messy it got or whatever, like I feel like I could do it, but it would be hard for me to make it make sense. Because like he comes in and he's so efficient and knocks through it all. So, yeah, probably won't be getting big machinery like that. I've been looking at, digger derrick trucks. You know, John number 1 that you guys saw out here, he gave me the idea. I've been looking at those because so land clearing equipment, no, I'm not gonna buy anything more than the tractor. But construction equipment, yes, I'm gonna need, like, I need something to crane stuff. A telehandler is probably the smart thing, but then I go back and forth because I need a bucket. I might need articulating boom lift to get around the sides and do stuff. So, but I don't want to buy so much it just gets ridiculous. Like I buy an articulating boom lift and I buy a telehandler, but you can put a basket on the telehandler, but then how do you control it?
We can wait a little bit on that.
Yes, there's some stuff. So there's going to be more equipment, but it won't be land clearing equipment.
I don't know. I was at one point I wasn't listening to you. I was on my phone about something. But did you talk about this one yet from Chris talking about a big live party?
Yeah, well, I mean,
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do a bunch of stuff like that and get-togethers and stuff. And
yeah, we want to invite like everyone who has helped us on the house,
because pretty much everyone that helps on the house is also a friend of ours.
Mm-hmm.
We don't use a lot of like just random people, you know, because of being in the construction industry for so long.
Yeah, you build relationships and you keep those relationships, especially, you know, when they're good people.
Hot rod. Oh yeah, still got it. Yeah, we took it out while I mean, I like the Kubota. Talking about the tractor, I mean, it's been good. I haven't used anybody else's. Yeah, I took the Fairlane out while my nephew was still in town. So we rode around some, and I mean, it's great. It's over 800 horsepower to the wheels. It's only 10 pounds of boost. It runs on E85, so we've got it really dialed down so it won't be crazy to handle and drive. And yeah, it's just pretty cool.
Did you see that one about the power and data at the island? What's the plan?
Oh, we've got power on the island now, because, you know, we put those conduits in before it filled up. We've got power out there. That's what's running the aeration, the pond aeration system that we got from Living Pond. So that's still running. It runs 24/7. We have not cut it off since we cut it on. So that's been doing great. Knock on wood. That's been great. We've got a camera out there. It's been spotty because it's solar. So we're on Starlink. So that's what we're on now. And we've got Starlink at the RV, which will move and be Starlink for the house. So we'll run some data around and put
Mhm.
something. But the island is a good place to put some wireless or whatever. and
So
reach out.
Peter up here asked about the coordination of getting things on
Um,
time. I don't think we've had any problems.
Well, the biggest issue with that is, and this will kind of go into some questions we get about, how do you afford to build this house? So I guess I don't look like I've got any money. I look like a vagrant off the street. And they're like, how can you build anything? But it's mostly, we would not be building we would definitely be building with ICF, and we would be building a nice house, but we would not be building this scale if
Yeah.
it was not for our partners,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
So, we do the filming and do the marketing. So we do the
Yeah.
marketing, and the partners do either some discounts, or what's even more helpful a lot of times is they send people out and, help
Mhm.
out. I've talked about it some before. People need training, and it's better to do on the job training. So we get some people, and it leads to some delays or mistakes, but it all works out to the better in the end.
But delay wise, I mean, people have been great. I mean, even, folks have been coming and delivering things personally.
True that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Drew.
Yeah.
And he's all the way in Charlotte. That's
Yeah.
hours away. He's driven multiple times to deliver stuff that we needed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, it's just about your partnerships, that you build, and you're respectful to one another. So, you all treat them like, together the same.
Yeah. But, like right now, so if I was paying someone to do the waterproofing, it would probably already be done.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, Trimco's can come here. I'm buying the paint. I'm buying the sprayer because we've got my house to do. We've got Quincy's to do. We've got the corner lot. We're going to build an ICF house there. And then hopefully we'll be building some more too. So I'm going to make that investment, but they're going to come. We're going to do training on site, film all of that. So then I have to make sure that schedules up with when Chris, not Let's Dig, but the other Chris from Trimco, when he's available to come out and do the training and all that. So that's the moving parts that we probably wait on the most. But you talk about money, so I'm doing it myself, so I'm going to save about $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's that's substantial. So you got to help Shark Tank build his house. He's building it himself. That's what he wants to do. I might help out with the pool. He's supposed to be back out here probably this week, actually. I'm going to sell like my between him and John number 2 that came out is from Winston-Salem. Between those two, I'm going to sell them all the those wood panels you saw that we used building the pools, because I'm not going to build pools for anybody else probably. Quincy's building one, but his is going to be vinyl liner, so it won't be one-sided like ours was. So the spring rubber wall was challenging. Interesting. It's amazing what you have to use. I mean, you've got to use that's a big unit. It's pretty crazy to do the spraying. And I mean, you cannot rent one that's the proper size of what you're supposed to use. So it's going to be interesting. Don't have any gray hair. You just don't want to. Don't have, you just film. Yeah, talking about you.
Oh,
I must be talking about you. I'm talking about me.
I was like, I got my hair done.
I've got some gray hair.
You do.
Yeah, I didn't see. It's getting in my beard.
I know, but it actually looks pretty good today. Did you do something?
What's that supposed to mean?
Maybe it got a little sun or something. Maybe.
You think my hair got sun and darkened up?
Yeah, maybe. It or lightens. It
lightens
up.
Lightened
You know
up,
what I mean?
And it all kind of faded together.
Now it fades. Yeah. Because it is looking lighter.
Yeah.
What was this one?
Yeah, it's horrible. What are you thinking on the concrete floors? Mud Demon. Oh yeah. I've been emailing with you, I think, Matt. So those will be after the floor. I have not forgotten about you guys, because that would work out great, especially if we're doing the stamp, because we could, instead of having it poured all at once, we could do trucks and do sections. So we'll be getting right now our plan is to be dried in by, a nice boat that's unsinkable. That would be nice. I'd love to have one of those little jet boats. so we could do little jet boat races. But yeah,
That would be kind of funny.
that would be fun. But yeah, probably pour that. We're looking to be on a under roof. We'll see, because this is in July.
Mm-hmm.
We still got to build the next walls and pour those, and then they've got to come in but they'll frame Sevlin, the guys you guys have seen out here, they'll frame the roof and all that in a month and a half. I mean, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. We'll see. They've got their own boom tree too.
And I think are the fish people coming out soon? Did I hear you say that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we're getting bass for the pond finally in about a week. So trying to zoom in on where Let's Dig's at. I don't know my directions.
That's funny.
What won't you do on your own?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a good question. So actually my number one driving force of doing things myself is actually not saving the money. I like doing the projects, right? I like learning new things and doing stuff. But I'm not going to frame the roof. I used to frame houses, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get up there and frame that. The roof is not as crazy as it once was since we deleted the second floor. But it's still going to be up there, especially the towers or whatever we call them. So
that's a big question we get at too about the garage. Like, why did we eliminate the garage?
Okay, so
me.
Yeah, that's Jackie. So the second floor was only going to be the girls' rooms, bathrooms, and a game room.
Yeah.
But we were wasting like 2,000 square feet in the basement that was all going to be storage the way it was drawn.
Yeah.
And so we were like, well, we can definitely move the game room down here. And I even talked about moving the girls' rooms down there, but Jackie wouldn't have none of that.
No.
So we said, well, where are we going to put them? And I'm looking at like, well, I'm going to have to put on another wing or whatever. And she's like, well, why don't you just do the garage? So we changed the garage into the living space. I wish we had made that decision earlier, because I would have made it full basement under it too, since we spent the same money doing the floor system. But
yeah,
it's all right. I mean, we got enough space anyway.
But it was just like pointless. Then it was going to be 3 levels. It was going to be the basement, our main level where our room is, a living room, kitchen, etc., and then the garage. And then the third level, which was going to be the girls' wing and like a game room. And if you think about it, everyone's going to be partying downstairs with the pools, right? And that's where the theater is. So it just made sense to make that into the game room, going out into the pools on the balcony. It just made more sense. And honestly, I was starting to feel a little overwhelmed with the size of the house and how much I would have to clean, because like I do everything myself. I don't really like bringing people in because they don't do it the way like you would do it, right? And like they move stuff around.
Better than me.
And they move stuff around, and then I can't find things, and it just no.
We are not required to put in a fire water system, but I'm going to plumb for it anyway, just because. But I mean, it's mostly all concrete, but I mean, it's still, there's the sheetrock and all that stuff. But, yeah, I mean, but it just, like I said, it just became wasted money.
It really was.
And I have a design. If I had known I could pop that up, I would have thought about it earlier and had it ready to go. But I've got a design for a shop that was designed 15 years ago that looks like an old French country stables.
And it'll fit perfect.
That's really cool. So we're going to build that separate, and we'll have some sort of attached breezeway or something to it. We'll have to figure that. We're still figuring that out. We're waiting on Thomas Finch, who he does a lot of ICF design. He's doing these adjustments for us. And Sullivan Homes is who did the original drawings, which they've been great to work with too. Brian over there. So they're out of Tennessee. So we had great experience with them too.
Happy birthday to your wife. Happy birthday to your wife, Mark. I have not been drinking today. I swear. I took the girls' clothes shopping for school.
John, so I did Crestron for 20 years. And then they moved into doing Control 4 after I left. And we have control. So we have a mixture. We have Crestron lighting and shades in the farmhouse, and we've got Control 4 for, controlling the TVs and thermostats and all that stuff. So
Steve, oh my God, she finally said it. It's a big house.
That's right, Steve. Don't forget that. Make sure you remind her that often. So I don't have the contacts at Crestron like I used to, because everybody, we're all getting older, and a lot of people gotten older, moved on stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. It's either going to be Crestron or Control 4. It'll be one of the two. The lights will all be from DMF, most likely. I work with them. It's all LED lighting. So lots of cool stuff coming. That's when it's going to be fun. Yeah, John, it was really good for a long time. So I used to love it. I'd fly out, I'd do a job, I'd be gone like a week, I'd come back, I want to work for 2 months. It was wonderful. But
multiple people are asking how many bedrooms.
Oh, it's 4.
It's still only 4.
Yes.
That's all that we're doing.
Yeah, 4 bedrooms, and then we've got some areas that because we have I guess more me than you, but we have a really large extended family.
Yeah.
So when a lot of families in town, we've got places to throw people. But because it could be 50 people here, and it'd all be related, 60, something like that. Now I can't remember. It's a lot on my dad's side too. So
yeah,
we'll have that. Landscaping. Had people out ask that. We haven't designed the landscape. I know roughly where retaining walls are going, but that's it. So we've still got to get into that more. Secure the decking to the steel joist before concrete. No, so the superfloor system, it just sits in and is held in by gravity, and then the pan locks in each other, and then once you pour concrete, it locks it all in.
Salt water. Oh God.
So
the constant battle, the salt water battle.
Listen, let me lay this out for y'all. Okay. Y'all can come to my rescue here. So Jackie loves the smell of chlorine.
I love it. I love it. Just like I love the smell of bleach and cleaning products.
Okay. So I can't make her understand that the saltwater pool is a chemical reaction that creates the chlorine.
I don't know what that means.
See?
So is it going to smell like chlorine?
Hopefully not, honestly, because that means it's ridiculous and it's probably burning you. But if you need me to pour a couple of cups in there when you go swim, I will. But it's actually going to be a mixture. So it's a saltwater. So it's 2 pools. So we've got a saltwater system for both, and then we're doing an ozone system, which cuts it back even more. So that's going to be pretty cool.
What do you all think? You think we should do salt water?
You're going to clean a 9,000 square foot house.
It's not 9,000 now. It's not.
It is. It was 12.
No, it's not.
It's like 88.
Don't include.
What am I not including? Okay, so in reality,
your man cave, that's going to be your responsibility. And then the theater. I mean, there's really not.
Okay, so 80% of the time we're living in like 4,500 square feet.
Yeah.
Okay, which don't get me wrong, it's big, but I mean,
mm-hmm.
I've had a bigger house we lived in before. So so we'll be living in 4,500 square feet most of the time.
Yeah.
And then you've got my office.
Which I won't touch.
Yeah. So you got my office space. That's how big that ended up being. That's like 400 square feet or something. Because it was supposed to double as like a man cave game room thing.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Yeah. I don't even know what I'll do with that right now. And then the whole basement is all entertaining space. So you go down the stairs, go around, go to the theater to watch a movie. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll only clean that like, right before a party and right after a party.
And I'll
no need for me to clean it every single day.
I probably will bring in people to help with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not like a all the time thing going on there.
Yeah. So. Where will the cows will be up here, like on this section where the farmhouse would be.
Yeah.
That's where we still have all
we're gonna do Dexter's, Ring for Jeeves. Yeah.
Ooh,
You're way behind now.
I know. Well,
Yeah. So we're going to bring, yeah. So I don't think he got on film, but you guys might have seen him. The neighbor that
okay.
put the fence in.
Mm.
He is awesome when it comes to horticulture. Is that right?
Yeah,
Growing things?
yeah.
So they grow 27,000 acres of potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've eaten Fritos or Campbell's soup, you've eaten potatoes that he grew. So or had a hand in growing. So and he came in, did the fence and all that kind of stuff. But he's going in with us on the cows, and he'll help management stuff. He's got a massive background in all that stuff. So, but yeah, they'll mostly be up here. They're small. Dexters are smaller. It's only going to be a couple to start with. And,
Feeder equipment they're asking about. I don't really know. That's going to be him.
Yeah. So our system for the farmhouse is Lindorf and I can't think right now, in M&K. So, and it's been great. But I don't know. Just it's supposedly it won't because it's locked in, Larry. The floor system. It's locked in pretty good. I'll text you a picture of the tongue since you're doing. Oh, nice about the duckweed. Did you finish that? I know you've been working on that new place. You're going to be doing your stuff for working on cars. Jackie wishes I would paint the fair lane, but that's not going to happen. I did get a new project though, and I only showed it on Facebook. You guys haven't seen it yet, unless you're on Facebook. So it's a 54 dually that I got. So I got to do something with.
That's a big question. A lot of people talk about.
Live in the current house.
Family.
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah. So none of this is going anywhere. We're not dividing up any more than what we have. Between the 4 kids, figure someone's probably gonna want to stay on the farm too. And so yeah. So it'll still be family at some point. It may end up being something that gets Airbnb or something like that, depending on what else is going. If there's anything to do once you come here besides.
Yeah, it just depends. But right now, when we do the transfer out, it'll be family.
Yeah.
Always family first.
Stairs, put in an elevator. So they require you to have stairs, or else I'd only do an elevator. Yeah.
I don't want an elevator.
Don't worry. I've got a spot that I'm keeping where we can put an elevator in later.
It's a lot of work and yeah.
Yeah. Until you get old and you're like,
I'll just hire someone to roll me around, carry me up and down stairs.
I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you? Yeah. So you don't get a pool boy, you get a carry boy or whatever. Saltwater, the only way to go. Yeah, exactly. I have not, Ham Dude, Habitat Elevation Smart Home Hub. No, I have not messed with that. Most of my stuff is Crestron Control 4. I looked at Savant some, but I didn't really mess with much everything else.
See, look, Allah loves the chlorine smell too. Not just me.
Great. Well, you and Allah can hang out. Like I said, I'll dump some chlorine in there and then I'll go swim in my pool.
Allah's my best friend from up north.
Cleaning all those spaces.
Everyone's saying salt water.
The advantage to the salt water is because you don't have to mess with the keeping the chemical right. And the chemical right makes it comfortable when you swim, plus the surfaces that you do on the finished pool. So as the water runs over it, it does its little it monitors the chlorine level of the pool, and it adjusts when it creates and adds to it.
We'll see. We'll see what we end up in the pool.
Well, I know where you end up because I already bought it. I know it's going to be salt water. It's just a matter of anyway, she'll see. Just like everything else, and like the doubters, you will see. Or I'll get you a little blow up kiddie pool and you can swim in that.
Hold on. I went, hold on. Where did I go? Where did I go with everyone? Ooh, that's right. I do need to do that, Larry. The central vacuum.
Oh,
I keep
thought
forgetting
I
about
thought
that.
I mentioned that to you.
Because I wanted to do it in this house
Mm.
since like I constantly am like
And I was like, that's not happening. because
sweeping.
all
Yeah.
the walls of here, a lot of you didn't, a few of you that are on now came in early, but a lot of you didn't come in till later and didn't see the remodel of the farmhouse. So if you go back in videos, I thought about doing and they're a little painful to watch because I was just getting started and, editing and all that.
Mhm.
But, we took this thing down to nothing, like dirt
Yeah.
floor,
Yeah.
studs. The only thing we kept was the roof, the ceilings out here,
And the
like
exterior.
this. Right, this is the original ceiling.
Mhm.
So that's the original ceiling in the house. The brick is which way? The bricks is stuff we.
I don't.
Those are cut bricks, but we cut them from they're 100-year-old bricks that we cut from the original chimneys that came out of the house. And where was it? Oh, see, I went off on a tangent talking about a back system.
I know.
But
because I wanted it here.
Well, besides every window was a true 6x4 that was, harvested.
Even Sadie's looking at you saying, excuse me, you should have had a vac system because of all the cat hair.
Whatever.
I've got a
So yeah, we'll have a vac system. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
The floor is connecting. Would you have to have a 67? Yeah. I think it'd have to be pretty crazy.
Everyone's saying saltwater.
Yes, the house is going to be done first. Acrocrete is coming the end of the month. So
you just said the house will be done first.
No, I didn't.
That's what you literally just
said.
Can
you get the pool done first and enjoy while you're building the house?
Yeah. Yeah, the pool is first.
Yes, the pool will be finished first. So they're coming. We've got a load of sand being delivered the first of the week. The corner where I didn't finish all the plumbing yet, I'm finishing that. We're filling that with sand, and then to protect those. And then Acrocrete's coming. You'll get to see their process on finishing the pool walls, the plaster, and all that stuff. So we're doing all that, and then so sometime in August, I'm gonna be circulating water in the pools.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Excuse me. So.
Yeah, I know, Madeline. I saw you grow potatoes. You did a good job. She's a great grower.
Yeah, we need some potatoes. We need some more. He gives us like 5-gallon buckets of potatoes.
We do. Yeah, people are asking about like the house, what it's going to look like on the exterior and renderings.
Yeah, if you look back, there was a video probably 3 months ago, and I mean the thumbnail is the rendering of the house. Is
the old one?
Yeah, we only have a sketch right now of the new drawing.
Yeah, we're still fine tuning some of the details of like taking away that third floor and putting the girls' rooms where the garage was going to be. So we're still ironing out a few details and rearranging some stuff. So once we get that finalized, then we will, because I'm a visual person. I need to.
Yeah, we'll have that. And the renderings he does, which I'm sure other people do too, but hopefully we'll be a little bit closer to picking out the exact brick and rock we're going to use so we can get a better rendering. And we added another turret to the house, but this one will be built out of wood because it's going to be above. The girls get their own area.
Like their little castle.
Yeah, they get like a little castle.
A little castle to go up and have a little reading nook, and I just think it's cool and cute.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they're gonna love that surprise.
Yes, they should like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man cave, plan for yourself. Yeah, what? So it's gonna be my office / man cave. So where the theater is, that's the basement for my office. Is the theater is the basement area of my office, because that little hallway that connects the two gets buried, and so it'll look like a little separate standalone.
Yeah, we can do a chairlift. Go, and you can put a little Coyote engine on it. Go quicker than an elevator.
And end up like that when they got pushed down the stairs.
Oh, Jesus.
I took that chairlift out of that house.
I know, yeah.
I wish I could have shown y'all that. So I worked on a big project. The only video I did was one when I was talking about lights and sit in the room. They would not let us film the project at all, but it was in Durham. So people that have watched, oh, hey son, my son's on, Josh.
Yay, hey Josh.
So the house, it was on Netflix. They did a bunch of movies and stuff. The Staircase House is what we called it too. But so we did that.
I push Jeff around. I don't wheel him around. No, joking.
She'll have someone take care of me. Y'all find out it's like Mr. Billy Good fell in the lake, or I'm always clumsy.
He's
and doing
so clumsy. I thought I was clumsy. But that's why I won't go on ladders.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to go.
Yeah, I've had some accidents I didn't even talk about on the
Yeah.
channel. I had some
Yeah.
issues. I was down for the count. Almost got paralyzed because of
Oh,
the
yeah.
chicken house. That was over
Yep.
December. I mean, it's been some
Mhm.
ugly stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Have you touched on the difference in cost on traditional stick build versus the ICF and flooring you guys are building with?
Great question. So everyone says the 5% difference, and that's probably pretty accurate. If you are building, if you want to build, just you come up and you say, "Hey, I want to build a house, and it's going to be 3,000 square feet, and I want pretty nice finishes and all that stuff." It's probably more than 5% to go ICF. If you come up and you say, "I want to build a passive house or a greenhouse, or I want it to be super energy efficient," and you try to do that with stick built, which you can do pretty good. If you go that route, ICF is not going to be much more money because the types of systems you have to use to make it airtight and all that stuff, and trying to do the same thing with wood as with ICF is not even close. You're easier to build. So it's for me doing it myself. Now, if I was smart and knew then what I know now, I would have built a house with less corners for sure. I cut a bunch out, thankfully, but I would have done it a little differently. So if you build a house that's, you want, you want to look like something, you've got your ideas that you want, but if you build a house and it's pretty straightforward on the number of corners and everything, you build it yourself, you're going to spend less money than stick framing for sure.
Yeah.
But if you want to pay somebody, so comparing apples to apples, you want to write a check, tell people to build it, then the 5% number is probably right. The concrete floors, I'll know for sure because now our ceilings will mostly be wood trusses probably, since there's not going to be anything but attic space above it. I've got to talk with Nick at Superfloor and go over like how thin a concrete I can do and stuff like that. So it may still be concrete, but there again, if you're going to put up wood floor joists versus concrete floor joists, then it's considerably more. You're probably going to spend 40% more if you're just writing a check. Now, doing it yourself like we did, it's pretty comparable. But if you want, like we had a client's house where they doubled the wood thickness, or you've seen Matt Reisinger did some stuff on the build show. They poured concrete on a thin, lightweight concrete on the second floor for that sound deadening. You hear the kids running around, all that kind of stuff. Like you're in the basement, people running around, you won't hear anything.
Oh, and that drives me insane.
So you won't hear anything, and that's just a byproduct of us doing it this way.
Yeah. So there were multiple reasons, like when we did our due diligence, like our research on it. So one thing for me is like I'm huge fearful of storms and tornadoes. Very, very fearful of it, and big phobia. So for me, having that protection, that's number one. Number two, in regards to the destruction of the house, there'll be less impact when it comes to storms for us compared to stick built.
Right.
Number three, I'm all about saving money. So I'm looking long term in regards to heating, cooling, all of that. So yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. If you never know how things would have gone, but yeah, if I hadn't found Chris and we had not built that relationship, I doubt we would have done a lot of the stuff we did.
Yeah.
It's just, or I would have done it more myself. I'd have my own machine now.
Yeah, you would have.
We'll see. Don't know how that would have turned out.
Could you imagine? Who would we call when Jeff gets stuck?
Yeah. So yeah, ICF, I compare ICF kind of to solar, right? You kick out now, but the return on investment is, you end up way better with ICF. Quiet.
So I saw multiple times going through this. A couple people, and I know specifically Penny, asked about the additional lots on the property that we kind of deeded and sold off. We did sell them off on our property. It's only 2 other parcels of land that we deeded off and sold to someone else. They're going to begin their building.
One's next month.
One is next month, and the other is probably within the next year or so.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. We're super excited to have them as neighbors. They just seem really great. We were very particular on who, we sold to, not just about, the dollar.
Right.
We wanted to make sure it was going to be a good fit for us because, one, we want to continue with our fireworks. I know we didn't do it this year. We just had a lot going on, and
yeah.
Jeff was super exhausted as well, and he really needed to take some time off. So yeah, they will begin building soon.
Yeah. So that'll be kind of cool.
Termite inspection.
That is not a big deal here. So I know there was somebody from North Carolina that made a video about it, and some people made a big deal, but it's not. So you still pay for it, even though I don't need it, because we don't have any wood until you get to we're not going to have any wood till you get to the roof on the second floor. But so we still have to spray and all that stuff for code, but it's not a problem.
See, look, B-Rad, he has an elevator. It's down
the ranch house.
Yeah, it's down more than it runs. See, yeah. See, for me, I didn't feel like it was worth it.
Yeah, I know some people. I've worked on a bunch of houses that had them too. And, yeah, Washington Coast. Oh, freshwater chlorine pool. We did a real basic HOA, and it's really more of a road agreement than anything. For out here, we didn't do an HOA for the lots down the street. They can form their own if they want to, but for here, it's more over half of the list of the HOA stuff all covers maintenance, like we share in the road and the mowing and the common areas and the pond maintenance.
Yeah, no commercial, stuff like that.
Yeah, real basic.
Yeah.
How big the house?
We didn't go crazy.
Yeah, it was more, and then those are lot restrictions, and not even really HOA. It's the house has to be a certain size, and you don't run a commercial business out of it. I mean, so we tried to be real basic because we knew we wanted it to be real basic when we were looking around too. So total yards of concrete poured. Let's see, we did 54, and then we did 64. So what's that? That's 118. And then we did the walls were 155. So that was 250, 265, 273. And then the upper pool was another 50. No, it was 60. So, I mean, we're over 300 yards right now.
I think they want to see the real star.
They said at the end of the bill, they will come out and set baits around the property and give them a certificate to the county. Oh, that's pretty good, Steve. Yeah, here, like on the house we're building in Mebane, Burlington, the house we're building in Burlington, we had to have a pre-treat. You have to have a pre-treat certificate done. So yeah, that's how we had to do. But yeah, I expect we'll be well over. My original guesstimate was 650 yards. I think we'll be over that. Hold on.
Here's the real star. Here she is. Don't. Oh,
look
at her get shy. Hey,
she doesn't know it's a camera.
Don't. Come here.
What are you doing?
Boop, boop, boop.
There you go.
There you are. Say hello. Say hello, everybody. Give me your paw. Oh, you're a good girl. You're a smart girl. See, everyone has been wanting to see you. Are you getting shy? Come here. Here, let me fix your hair. There you go. Oh, look, Sadie got jealous.
we got too many animals. But it's all right. Right, dog? Yeah. They can see that in the background, I'm sure. I'm sure you bought that for yourself.
No, my wonderful sister-in-law did.
Oh. call now. They said this just changed. Check that out. Hi, dog. Yeah.
See, look, everyone's so happy to see you. Oh.
She's ready for the house to be done too.
Yeah.
Right? She can have some more space. She needs it. She's a space hog. Some different little questions. Let me go through some more. So, will the floor be light concrete? No. So you have to decide that before you order the system, because there's a camber, as I was told. Thanks for reminding me. In the floor system, and when the weight of it comes down, it ends up leveling it out. So if you're going to use lightweight concrete, you have to let them know that in advance. It's $50 roughly more per yard for the floor, and we already had the steel figured and everything, and so it really wasn't going to save us anything. But that is a pretty cool option you can do. How long before completion? Yeah, well, we like to know. Best case is 18 months. When I started, I said 3 years just to not really stress about it. Even if we push full time, I don't think we'd be done. It'd probably be 18 months. A year to 18 months would be like full blast. So probably 2 years. We'll be using the pool.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully this year, actually.
Yeah.
We plan to use because we've already bought all the equipment. We've got everything. So we're going to pour the concrete for the base between the house and the pool. I don't know if we'll do it when we pour the second floor or what's going to happen, but that base will get poured, and then they'll just have to walk on the concrete or whatever until we're getting closer to finishing the house. And when we get closer to finishing the house, then we'll put the travertine down.
I feel like it's going to take me a while to really nail down specific. I know, because I moved because dog, she didn't want me to get closer. Look, she's coming back. She's like, nuh-uh.
Jealous though.
Yeah, so I think it's going to take me a while to like get through the design part of it, because I have so many like things that I see and I love, and it's just overwhelming.
Our Pinterest. So if anyone's on Pinterest, we've got a board. So it's I'll put everything. I'll put a link somewhere if anyone's really actually interested in seeing that. But you have a water well supply all of your needs. Yeah. So we've got around here, 11, 12 gallons a minute is considered a good well. But on the property we sold down the street, he's over 20 gallons a minute at like half the distance. We had to go 400 feet. But the water is beautiful. Yeah. I mean, it's great water, but yeah, it's if your team check, don't make sure that they get your team check, don't bounce, because it's pretty good on those. But yeah, so Duck Mafia, they don't go in their house anymore. So there's no letting anybody out now. So the ducks, back when we lost the ducks that were sitting on eggs, it rattled all the other ducks and they stopped going in their house. They moved to the little pond and that was it. And they've never been in the house since. So they live on the pond and they live in the woods and that's it. So and when we lost some from that raccoon and the snapping turtle. So now we're down to all the ducks that we have left, which is 7, are ducks that we hatched here.
All the OGs.
All the OGs.
We lost the very last OG Soup. Which you remember Soup. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they're cool, but they're not.
It's not the same.
This is not, because we spent a lot of hands-on time with the other ones. So these aren't super friendly. I mean, if we went out every day and sat there and tossed some food and stuff, I'm sure it'd be better. But
but we did go out there at the beginning when they were young. Yeah. They just didn't connect with us.
Yeah, not the same. And they haven't moved. It's so funny, they don't move to the big pond.
They won't. He's brought them.
I brought them and they waddle their butt back.
Right back to that little pond. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. So but we'll see what happens when we actually move and are staying down there. I might hatch some more that actually hatched there. There. But yeah, that's what's going on with them. The chickens, they have a little automatic door. It's Chick Cozy made it. And so
amazing.
The door opens, they jump out, they go back in before it's getting dark and the door closes. That's it. So I've got barrels of food, and then
Mm-hmm.
I change water, and that's it. So we don't do a whole lot right now.
Yeah.
But like I said, we'll once we're changing places, we'll definitely change some stuff up.
I remember one of the questions that people asked a lot as well is why we picked that lot
No,
that we chose.
where we're at. Okay,
Yeah.
a lot of it was two reasons. One, before we sold any lots, before we did anything, there were really only 3 places to build on the property. You think
around that pond.
and that's a big thing. So if
Yeah.
you're looking for land and you think, oh, I'm buying 35 acres, I'm gonna have tons of places, not necessarily. So, it's so and it ended up being the 3 places. And we've still got, beside the other one, we could do a lot, but up there on the ridge at the end of the dam is originally where we were going to build, because we cleared that out and we weren't really clearing a lot else out.
Yeah.
The corner lot. And but we decided we didn't want to build the house there, and then it would be weird because we'd have the house beside us, but then if we want to sell another lot, we'd sell that one on the corner, and how do you access it? It really became a systems approach.
Yeah.
It was like, how are we going to access it, and what are we going to do with the road and all that kind of stuff? So
that parcel of land, it's different from like the land, because we took it off of the parcel that has the 1900 farmhouse that we currently live in, along with like the barn that we have and where all the chickens are and everything. So it's easy access for us to just, go through another way to get onto our property, and it's right next door to our property. So we have property back to back. So that was one thing I was looking at. Plus the elevation.
Yeah, that was the second part, is
elevation.
Yeah.
It's a little like higher up.
Yeah.
So you get a really beautiful view.
That's where, when we finished building the pond and Chris wanted to do the exit, we did the interview, back a long time ago when I barely knew him and we had done this stuff over here. But when we did we parked in the side by side and we were looking at everything, that's where, and Chris had been out there for, 3 months building the pond, and that's where he wanted to sit, was on that hill, is where we built the house. And it's like, okay, this makes most sense. And it looks like that neighborhood's really close, but all those are estate lots in that neighborhood. And so the guy that's the potato farmer, his lot runs lengthways down that entire fence. That's why we split the fence.
Yeah.
So no one can build over there. So what's built is built, and it's not that close, and we're coming out of the back of the house.
And luckily, the people who did buy that, fantastic neighbors. Like we love all of our neighbors, so we really lucked. We hit the jackpot.
The whole community is really cool. It's a small community. So it's like the YouTube Bermuda Triangle, though. It's kind of weird. Solar on the house, like a net zero. We're going to work towards net zero. I don't think I'm going to put them on the roof, though, but I may change now that we've changed roof styles. We'll see. But we're going to be prepared for solar. And I've actually got a system from Jackery that I'm going to be showcasing sometime this week. It's like a full blown, not just like the little portable ones I've done before. This is like a full blown.
I'm excited.
Generator for it comes with a manual transfer switch. It's like a real generator for the house. It's heavy too. It's pretty cool. So we're going to mess with that. But I'm going to plan build the array, and then I'm just going to add solar panels as either I get sponsored or as we have extra money. Yeah, whichever one.
It's on our to-do list, but Jackery.
That's what they call it.
Yeah,
Steve. Yeah, that's the name of it.
It was a sign, Jackery.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like perfect.
They just made it for you. You're wondering why we're looking kind of weird. I'm looking through the bottom of my glasses and I'm trying to read.
That's how they know you're old, when you're like, because you got.
I didn't start looking old till I met you. You put the gray hair on me. Hey, Raymond. Started running me in the ground.
The gentleman who came out from like near Winston-Salem, is he on John? Wasn't he?
John too.
Yeah. John 2. There's John 1 and John 2. Is John 2 on?
I don't know.
Because I remember when I was talking with him here, and I was trying to remember the name of the town in New York when we were talking. But I remembered it finally. By the way,
where they had the better water for the pizza.
I wouldn't go that far.
Y'all, okay, I'm picking this bunch of people up in the north. So I gave you one with the pool.
Ask them.
Now it can be the reverse.
Ask
so
them.
It's like y'all just live by this water from up north thing, right? I mean, does it come from the Hudson? Is that what it is?
I don't really know. It's just different. It tastes good. It makes a difference in the pizza, in the bagels, in the bread. Like, come on, people. Come on. Is Larry still on? Who else? Who else?
See, we got a hot from England.
Who else from the
north? We got to get back to England.
Come on, tell me. The water. The water is important.
They've already done 2 fish surveys, so I expect we'll put the bass in, and we probably won't do another one until the fall. So I did 2 videos on that. They look pretty good too. They were coming along great. The Great Lakes. Consider a propane backup generator just in case. So we've got the big diesel, which kind of leads into another thing. So I'm going to, she's seeing something on Facebook. So I'm going to put in the piping for LP, but I'm not going to put any tanks in right now because we've had that before. I don't like it. It's stupid expensive lately. I mean, it juggles. I'm sure it'll be cheaper at some point, maybe. But so everything is electric. So we do diesel. So the generator we have out here for the farmhouse, it'll move. So it's a 30 kVW generator. It sits on the diesel tank. So it's going to move.
I was laughing because Kenneth wrote, "Let's dig for president," and Mr. Billy Good as vice president.
Oh, could you see how that'd run? First of all, I'd hire my own detail, and they would be like a bunch of hillbillies. That's who we'd have for. Well, no, we wouldn't, because they'd be all drunk and cornered. They wouldn't do anything.
If that happens, then can I just be a housewife and quit my job then?
I guess.
And then I don't have to be a sugar mama anymore.
We got to rethink this. I tried to run for the Senate, but Jackie wouldn't let me. She didn't want me to be in politics. So don't drink the water. See? Insurance be canceled because of the load and replacement cost, especially if they are an add-on. Interesting. Huh.
I did not know that.
Yeah, me either. Northern Lower Pennsylvania and Michigan. Plenty of slope roofs to help protect. Yeah, the slope is what is the slope on the roof now? It was 1512. It was stupid, but it's not quite that now. I think it's still 1012 or 1212. I don't know. We're finalizing that still.
We should honestly just get shirts.
I'm sitting here being serious. I just caught what Steve's talking about. Make sure I have plenty of slope roofs to help protect.
But we should get shirts made up, Chris Jeff
2025.
Yeah,
we should do that.
That would be
speaking
of
shirts, I'm gonna tell you why we don't have shirts right now is because anybody you go to make shirts, you have to make a decent number of them, and we're not gonna make money on shirts, so that's not the reason we would do it anyway. The shirts are just so we can kind of all, share around and have fun, really. So we want to have good shirts. You want to have a variety. But then it becomes, well, how many are you going to order, what size, all that. So if there was enough demand and we could like pre-order where somebody's like, look, we'll wait a couple weeks to a month and then we ship them all out, I think we would do it. But shipping one here and one there, we don't want to do. So that's kind of what's going on. And the more people are asking about it, so we probably will do it again. We did them in the very beginning.
But, I think Penny was the first one to buy the shirt, even though
I think she got it last.
She probably got it last. It was so hard to get it shipped to Canada.
Yeah, Brent, I did see it. Sorry, I saw your question earlier, then I got distracted. But yes, we're going to do a water slide that goes from what?
We are.
I've talked about this several times.
I didn't know it was decided though. Okay, go ahead.
It goes from the upper pool to the lower pool. around that side. We talked about this. I even watched videos on YouTube on how to build it.
Okay. I definitely think though, so here's my question to everyone that's on with us still right now. My question is shirt wise. Would you, so I have two different thoughts shirt wise. Of course, we have, well, three. I have three. I have Beely Good, just plain, like not like plain, but something that says Beely Good with some sort of phrase or picture. Second one is our construction group, our BH construction group shirt. Yeah. And then the third one is a Beely Good dog shirt. So those are kind of my three thoughts to have some made. So.
Oh yeah, we had the sweatshirts. I forgot we had those.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The sweatshirts were amazing. Yeah. Yeah. But in regards to design, Vicky wants Duck Mafia. God, I tried so hard, but it was so hard to kind of
we need a good artist too. Someone that can draw it out.
That's
with AI now, we could probably actually get AI.
Yeah, probably actually we could. I didn't think about AI, but yeah, I feel like Dog would definitely do well. Like so many people love Dog.
Stickers, everyone loves stickers.
I know it is. That is funny. Stickers are huge.
Matt, see branding.
The Chris Jeff 2025 T-shirt.
Well, and then we could add in our other little saying we were going to do: the path of most resistance.
Yes, yeah.
That could be our slogan. I actually like this. See, it could happen. You never know. If we could get somebody that does shirts that could see the potential, that would just jump on it. It's one of those things. We have great ideas, but there's so much going on. We need someone to just.
I am not artistic. Okay, not artistic.
Oh, I thought you said autism. But yeah, we need someone to run. We need someone to run with things is what we need.
I love all Chris, but the Chris and Jeff one would be funny. Yeah.
I told Chris he should jump in on the live, but he said he had to go mow before it rained.
You know, he's always working.
Yeah.
Hats, yeah.
He doesn't like lives.
I've talked to him about that.
I'm like, look, you need to do some more engagement stuff. He's set in his ways. Do hats.
I know.
Ooh, that's true, Ron.
Dog president with Duck Mafia's cabinet members.
Hey, things will get done.
Get her done.
Have a really good day. I haven't said that. I say it every once in a while.
I say it more. I feel like
you do. That was our big thing.
That's something that I'm like, I love. Have a really good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stepson, let's dig 18.
Slide's just a delivery system for the beer.
Oh God.
Make America really good.
Oh, I like that one, David. Are you gonna write that down?
Sure.
Write that one down. I like that. Make America really good. I love it. Yeah, that's a good one. You have to write down, when you write that down, write down David Neighbor right there, his channel, right? Okay. And that way, if we do that, we'll have to send you one for free, David, because you thought of it. And I really like it. Talk to Bunker Branding. What's Bunker Branding?
Hadn't heard them.
He's making his notes.
Yeah. What was it?
Bunker Branding has over 20 YouTubers shirts.
What'd you say? Make America really good.
Yeah. Oh, make America really good. He's a little slow. Look at him. You were complaining about me last night making the thing. Look at you.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, see, people are agreeing. Make America really good is great. Penny Duck Mafia shirt for real. We'll hand deliver it. I do definitely want to go to Canada. I want to go so many places. I love traveling. I may be cheap, but I love to travel. I do. I love traveling.
I did too. I mean, that's one of the reasons we met.
Yeah.
She saw my
picture.
One of my pictures had the Eiffel Tower in it from when I went.
Yeah, and I love France. I studied abroad when I was younger.
Bunker Branding. I'm gonna make a note of that.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah. Make sure a bunch of people are talking about Bunker Branding, and they're out of Texas. Are they a small business? I love like working with small business, giving back. What does that mean, Vicky? You need to hit the PNW. What's that? What's PNW? I don't know.
Oh, Demolition Ranch. Yeah, I know who that is. Huh. Pacific Northwest. Yeah. So, I drove out to Jackson Hole when we did that big project out there. It was during COVID. So
That was the pandemic.
the
Yeah.
pandemic. We couldn't, we weren't going to fly everything. So anyway, the boys and I, we drove cross country out there, worked a week, drove over to the, with all the president's heads, Mount Rushmore. We drove to Mount Rushmore. Nobody was there. Weirdest experience of my life. We went to Mount Rushmore and we were the only people there. Period. That was it. That was really strange. And we saw that. We went through Mount Zion. We went to Grand Canyon. We had a good time. But
he just wrote in the Grand Canyon. No, I stayed home with the girls so he could go do that because you were gone for a while.
We were gone for over 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks. And it was nice time just for him and the boys.
Nobody on the road. That was an easy drive.
Yeah. It was
everybody was locked down. We were out riding.
And you rarely get time with just the boys. Yeah. So that was nice for you guys.
Yeah, small biz.
Oh, good. See the Beely Good Dog. I see. I love that Beely Good Dog shirt too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Linda, they're almost all of the 90 acres is completely sold.
We got one lot.
We have one lot left. Yeah. I think lot
4, it's 9.8 acres.
So come be our neighbor. Who wants to be our neighbor? Come on, check it out.
Yeah. And it's a great lot. It just got delayed. So like when the big rush was and everybody wanted to get lots, it got tied up by people that ended up being flakes. And then it got tied up again and her husband ended up being a flake. And so it's just messed it up. So we took it off the market just because, people look and you see, dates and it shows under contract, back on market. And they're like, oh, something must be wrong. And it's not. It's the people suck. So okay, we're going to, we'll take it off the market. You got to be off the market more than 30 days to erase all that. So we'll put it back on in probably about a week or so.
The problem is that the one really wanted the lot and the partner, right? The wife really wanted the lot. The husband didn't really want to. And he went along with it finally because she really, really wanted it. And then boom, backed out.
Yeah.
Matt also said we use Head Case Customs in Texas. They're also in Texas for all their gear and their great prices and best quality. And it's a husband-wife setup.
50 Cent Lady. Oh, she's in there. She's on her phone.
Who's 50 Cent Lady? What?
Billy Devil.
Oh.
Because I was giving her 50 cents to pick up rocks and she gave me a mess and he's messed with me about it.
They're being teenagers. It is Head Case Customs in Texas. Write that one down. We'll look them up. Thanks, Matt. Yep, they're being teenagers. We, me and the girls, and my best friend is down visiting from Pennsylvania to celebrate my birthday. And so we went to the mall and we did a little bit of retail therapy this morning and this afternoon. And I just got home a little bit ago. So they go back to school soon. So we wanted to get some new things for them.
Yeah, because they're in year-round school.
Yeah. So they're in year-round school. So they go to school for like a couple months and then they get 3 weeks off every 2 months. They get about 3 weeks off, which is fantastic. I was a little iffy at first, but I like it for us to vacation during non-peak times. So that's why we're always traveling in October because they're tracked out for school for 3 weeks in October. Let's see what else.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on at New Year's. We'll probably do fireworks then.
Yeah. Let's dig dog. Raymond, my sister is fantastic. Thank you so much. She celebrated her birthday yesterday and mine is tomorrow. So we're 10 years and 2 days apart. That's why we're so close.
It's like your mom almost. Kind of 10 years.
Like what?
Who?
My
You
sister.
said she's 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years and 2 days difference in age.
You said that's why you are so close.
Yeah.
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 Because she kind of raised you.
Yeah, she did. She raised me pretty much. Mm-hmm. I think we went through all of the questions.
Yeah, you can pop in and say hi.
You want to pop in and say hi, girls? They've been asking about you.
Yeah.
See how tall they're getting? This is
I'm
ridiculous.
not tall.
You're taller than me. No, you're not. You're like up
They're
there.
almost my height, which doesn't mean much because I'm a little over 5 foot.
I know, dog.
They're getting hungry. We're gonna have to feed them.
I know. Whatever happened to your water drone? The water drone.
Oh, no. We've got a submarine.
I thought it's single.
They're not talking about the drone. No, I've got it.
Thought it was the one he sang.
It's
Yeah,
great.
that's-
I still have it, but don't move around so much because
Yeah.
But it became kind of ridiculous because the water clarity isn't there yet. But when you want to raise for fish, you really don't want it super clear past about 18 inches anyway. So we'll see. Yes, I do have my hands full for sure.
He's outnumbered.
She was laughing because she thought you were talking about the drones that I buried in the water.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's two plane wrecks in the pond. One is a drone I was testing that I was going to show on the channel, and it just always had all kinds of problems. And then I was flying it over the lake, and I just charged it, and it went beep beep poof. It just fell into the water, and that was
Done.
it. It was gone forever. And the other one was my original drone, the Mavic 2.
Mm-hmm.
I was dive bombing it towards the island. I was flying over and I said, you know what, I'm gonna take it down lower. So I was impatient. So I pushed it to go real fast and I got distracted for a second and it kamikazed right into the lake.
Mm.
It didn't pull up, it didn't do it. It's supposed to have a little built-in whatever. But anyway,
Yeah.
that was it. So it's somewhere in the bottom of the lake too. So I'm on the third drone I've had to buy. So then there was one.
He's a mess.
One got the camera messed up and I should have just sent it in. And so I bought another one. And then that one's on the bottom of the lake. And so then I bought another. And now we got that one I've still got. But yeah, that's what happened with that. If they move forward with their plans, might go over there to Saudi Arabia. I still keep in contact some with the guy that came over. In fact, I need to hit him back up, but I haven't really heard anything.
Bye, Vicky.
lately. These roof trusses will not. The roof's going to probably be stick built. We'll probably stick build ourselves because the guys do a really great job. And I'm not sold on trusses. Now, if you got a house, set trusses, and you don't really need a lot of attic space, or it's a pretty straightforward system, it's quick, great system. But yeah, we're probably gonna stick build though.
Oh,
we want to keep the
Penny.
attic space.
I didn't know, Penny, you're Cancer too. Look at that.
Huh.
She just celebrated the big 7-0. I missed that on
You named it the
Facebook.
Titanic. No, that's the boat. The boat's the minnow, the S, because we keep floating it back up and using it. So the boat was pretty much free, is the joke with it. And I don't know. We need to get some watercraft and kind of keep it around, but we haven't yet. We really haven't. It is ridiculous. I'll be honest. I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, we have all the lake and everything.
I know,
and
but we're always so busy.
always something going on. So that's one thing, make sure you plan time to actually enjoy stuff.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a real hectic year.
Yeah.
And then, but once we're under the roof, we'll be inside. We can at least work on the projects inside.
Yeah. Totally.
Be nice.
Totally.
So we're doing, but that'll be wood. The, what do you call it? The windows and stuff will be European. We're between a couple different companies. There's one that they make them in Poland, Zola. And,
Oh yeah.
And the other one's like SA 9000 or something, and that's my Romanian hookup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we still need to figure out exactly who we're going to go with on that.
Yeah. So
I think that was all the question. I think the only one we didn't was where's the plane going to be able to land?
Plane.
That was the only question.
We'll have to be like the other YouTubers around here and get a helicopter.
I know.
So that
Yeah.
is, I mean, I'm not joking. When we say we live in the Bermuda Triangle of YouTubers,
It's so weird.
like, I mean, really weird. Not just Chris. I mean, Chris, of course, is right here.
Mhm.
There's the guys you saw. They came out, but I didn't really put them on my channel, but Chris did. At
every day.
Team RAR, those guys, they're right down the street. They've got a helicopter. There's another guy over here that's #1 on Twitch. He's got a
Mhm.
helicopter and flies over. I mean, it's
And Mr. Beast
Mr.
isn't
Beast is not
far
off.
from us either.
it's just
crazy.
It's crazy. They have a side by side.
They do have
They have
one.
their own side by side.
Mhm.
I want one of the little mini jet boats. That's what I'm gonna work on, but yeah, I haven't had time.
Mom's taller than
I cannot believe you. All right. Well, I think we're gonna go so they can get some food.
Yeah.
And but if y'all enjoyed this, leave a. I mean, obviously left a bunch of comments here. Maybe hit the like button or something. Let us know. We'll do it once a month. If
We'll get better about it.
yeah, we'll have. And now that I know when I do it on the laptop, we can pull up things and share the screen.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll have the rendering for
That
our
would be
next
pretty cool.
live, and
That
we'll
would
be
be
able to
pretty
do
cool.
like a virtual walkthrough of the house, what the new house will look like now.
Yeah, that'd be great. So,
Yeah,
but we appreciate everybody coming out. It was a good time. Hope we answered a lot of questions.
Yay.
And,
thank
see
you
you in
all
the
for
next one.
joining. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a really good day.
whoop, whoop.
Bye.
Bye.